Hello, just Jason, Unbreakable Strength and Health, back with another video. I'd like to answer a question from Neil Kilpatrick, who lives in Northern Ireland, I believe. The gyms there are opening this Friday. He's very busy, he only has two days a week to train. He's wanting to know what are the best programs, or what the best approach would be under the circumstances in his situation. Well, just before I go into it, I'll say that obviously training twice a week isn't the optimum way to train. I think everybody knows that, but because often we have very busy lives, we have families, we have work, we've got commitments, you can't really fit the optimal routine in, which is the case for thousands and millions of people across the world who actually like to go to the gym and lift weights. Because I like to put out information in this channel that actually is relevant to most people. This is a very relevant topic because most people don't have a lot of spare time. Especially with the gyms when they reopen, and they might have issues with the virus and the actual amount of time you can spend in making appointments and lots of the complications. So a simplified routine for the vast majority of people, where they do everything right and make the best gain, is ideal. Also, it's good to avoid a lot of the paralysis by analysis, is what you'll find on YouTube and social media. People, like I said in a previous video, quite often when they aren't particularly experienced, they'll confuse something that's complicated with being efficient, and that isn't always the case, especially if you don't have a lot of time to sit and plan your workouts. To train for life, I'm assuming you all want to train and be strong and healthy for life. You've got to look at it from a long-term commitment, long-term consistency. Lifting for a lifetime is 100% mental, because sometimes, as we all are the same, we go through ups and downs in life. Sometimes you have trouble getting to the gym, you have problems. To throw yourself into a routine that demands a lot of you, of your own self and your time and your resources, will inevitably help you fail, and you won't keep it up, and you might even get discouraged and stop. So, because even though it's not ideal, a 2-day-a-week routine can actually work, and it does work for people who have more of a moderate mindset. Because everybody's psychologically different. Some thrive on high frequency, some thrive on low frequency but high intensity. The variables aren't physiological, because we all respond the same way to lifting weights. It's just the actual psychological difference. Some people don't like to go to the gym a lot, where some people do. It's a personal preference thing. But there are physical advantages in training, I would say 3 to 4 times a week, using a conjugate method, where you would confuse your rotate exercises so you don't become stale. You'll get more gains that way, but like I say, it's not ideal for everybody. This video is for the majority of people who are pushed for time. Obviously twice a week, you've got twice a week to train. Ideally, I would say you want to train Monday and a Thursday if you can, or 2 days where you've got 2 or 3 days, like preferably 3 days between each workout, or 2 days between each workout, so you get plenty of recovery. The routines that you can follow, well, first of all, the exercises. You need a squat variation, front squat, back squat, a hip hinge. This is say, on any given day, a chest press, and an overhead press, a pull up and a row. How you would split them up, it's entirely up to you. You could do a squat and a deadlift on one day with an overhead press, and then a chest press, a pull up and a row on the next day, and do isolation, maybe throw in 2 or 3 isolation movements, for your biceps, triceps, hamstrings, rear delts, just to make sure you don't develop any weak areas that could lead to injuries. Another way you could do it is a push-pull routine on the Monday and the Thursday. The Monday might be a squat, a bench and an overhead press, and the Thursday would be a deadlift, pull up and a row, with assistance exercises, 1 or 2 of them relating to the particular lifts you do on the Monday or the Thursday. For example, a squat assistance exercise would be perhaps some direct leg work with a belt squat. Bench press assistance exercises could be more tricep work, or direct or dumbbell presses for your pectoral. Overhead press well, you don't really need an assistance for that. That is an assistance for your bench press. Deadlift assistance could be a good morning. Pull-ups, a movement itself, more of just a muscle building hypertrophy exercise. And the row, that's just to build your upper back to give you more stability on a bench press. On these days, it's important as well to try and exhaust yourself as much as you can, because when you're training twice a week, you need to hit it hard when you do go to the gym. What I found when I trained twice a week for a considerable period, earlier in my life when I was in my 30s and I was very busy, I always found that with the exercise I mentioned, I did a push-pull. I would squat, bench, and overhead press on the Monday, and deadlift, pull up and row on the Thursday. I would always finish off with sandbag carries or farmers walks or tyre flips, some sort of hard GPP work, which I took to exhaustion. I particularly like the sandbag carries in a bear hug, and I would shoulder it and carry it, and then move it to a bear hug, then shoulder it, and move maybe 60 or 70 kilos in a circuit as long as I could until it actually dropped. Then I would rest for 5 minutes and then do it a second time. Then I would give up, that would be it. Some days I'd do farmers walks after it, other days would be tyre flips if I had access to a tyre. I found that when I was doing these really exhausting, GPP, light strongman type movements, it really made me feel like I'd worked, and I felt like staying away from the gym for several days, and I actually made some really good gains. Actual functional strength was phenomenal at the time because I had plenty of recovery from the 2-day week training. So although it's not ideal, it can work for extended periods. It's only when you become advanced and you develop really noticeable weak points, which will happen with this routine I've laid out. You'll have to perhaps look at expanding a bit if time allows, or just being happy to stay at the level that you're at. But like I say, these routines, they are doable and they are very enjoyable because we all like a bit of to keep out some sort of moderation in our lives, and this is an ideal way to do it. So hope this answers your question. Any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to help and make it understandable and clear. Till next time, train safe but train hard. Thanks for watching.